Good evening, folks. It is Wednesday night. It is time for IndieCD's Creatives at Play. Before we get too far into things, though, we do have a new intro for a show that's been going on for uh, about a week or two now. So we're going to play that new intro real quick. So yeah, be looking for that when Dan, Dawn, ding, 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 ding. Oh, this is why I don't read the comments, and I leave it up to this lovely person right here, Dawn.
Hi. Well, I don't know how many comments I'm going to get through tonight.
I may have to take over comment reading. So
my allergies not only came in to kick my ass, they just used a bulldozer and slammed me right into the ground.
Yeah. So. And with us tonight, as always, we have Trey for her final appearance for a few months because her job is going to be a 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I share my tea with you.
So she won't be getting home until about 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Yep. I may be in the comment section though. So
yeah.
And I'll still be doing my little pop-up things. So I'll still be around. You can't get rid of me. And that means I'll be able to be on the interact on the morning shows.
Yep.
So I'll still be around. You people can't get rid of me.
I just went from a super happies to a super sad.
I'll probably be able to hop on for the last 45-ish minutes every now and again, depending on how the
So what's the hours?
11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
So I'll probably be getting home about 7:30-ish, depending on what's going on the project. Because I'll probably just be leaving straight from the project. So,
And we do have Rich here.
Quenching his thirst.
Of course, I picked the most flattering time to pull him up.
Just going to say, you picked the perfect time.
He's good at that.
And we have Foxy.
Is that Foxy's new camera, too?
Yes, that's the new camera. It's a little farther away because it's kind of sitting on top of my television right now because we don't really have a very good setup.
And with us again tonight, we have Mr. Hollifield.
Yay!
Yeah, and
random cameras.
If Don's voice gives out, I will read the comments because there's not a lot I'll be able to accomplish as far as crafting tonight. One of my tools is missing, and I went shopping today and could not find other supplies.
What kind of tool?
Yeah. And I wouldn't have given somebody my all.
But bump.
Hey. Sharp, pointy things. I need them.
Hey, you always give them your all when you marry. Oh, sorry, you weren't talking about Lindsay.
I can if you want, but.
And we're just gonna open up with. Let's see, where's it at? There it is.
There we go.
We may need that tonight.
I did like the art that Thesis had up too. Or no, that Rich had it. Rich had it. The dude of the rings. Yes. Okay. It confused me. It confused me. Then I realized Foxy's hands are underneath Rich. There we go. I was like, wait.
Wait, hold on. Let's do this. There we go.
There we go.
Aw, I wanted to be Foxy's arm. I was working on
That's
it.
okay. Earlier, I had this going on, so
Let's
you
see
couldn't
here.
see
Let's
me.
put
I had a
this
Wilson
arm
going on.
here.
There we go.
I damn near have it. Look at
Oh man, yeah, that's good.
that.
And for those who are joining us for the first time, yes, we do read your comments. Yes, we do generally start off at least 20 to 30 minutes behind. But we do read the comments. We will get to your comments, and yeah.
We'll get there when we get there. We promise.
Yep.
What are you doing? What? Where did this come
It's almost like the dude who did this did the not the green room sign.
from? Right.
Right?
I know that
Art
font looks
color.
so familiar. Did you copy it from him?
Is there art theft happening?
Oh.
Ah,
Hi,
want me
Joey.
up there.
Oh,
Oh,
Pinky Wiggles.
That's nice.
Wow, yeah.
very nice.
That just
Oh,
screams
yeah.
Pinky Wiggles to me. Sorry.
So yes, I made this from this. She
Oh,
got
that's pretty.
that I made.
Nice.
Hey, your spouse always gets your best work.
Well,
Probably because you know if she doesn't, you're never going to hear the end of it.
in this case, she gets the prototype, and then also once I finally get them to be looking really really nice, then I give her a really really nice one.
Okay, can I do a little bit of since you played that ad and I've usually been coming on at least once a week to do the puzzle, do you mind if I share my links of where you can find me at? Thank you.
Share your links. Link them up.
Okay. Because I don't stream to the IndieCD page. I stream to my personal pages. So, what the?
Are we having issues?
Me? Never.
When do we not have issues on this show?
We don't have issues. We
Art.
have subscriptions.
Truth.
Yeah, this is.
Reach on.
This is
We have
true.
volumes.
We are.
Yes,
encyclopedias.
indeed.
And the volumes go to 11. Oh, wait, sorry.
Pump up the jams.
Oh,
Up
I need
the
to switch
jam,
that.
up it up. Wow, your feet are stomping. Oh, wait. Don't
That's
ask me.
better than jamming up the pump.
Oh, yeah, we don't like to do that.
No, not with 200 feet of pipe in the well. No,
Oh, God.
Hey. Not the green room.
No,
it wasn't
we're
meant to
actually
be
talking.
green room.
We're
We're
talking.
talking about a well and pipe that goes down underwater.
Oh, you were talking about putting something in your sock earlier. Now you're talking about jamming a pump. I mean,
If you saw the amount of iron that's in the water running out of my tap with no filters,
Oof.
you would go, no, I need filtration. I need purifying tablets. On the other hand, I will never need to buy a bottle of Geritol.
Fair enough.
And I got to find the legitimacy of this. Excuse me. But apparently in August, there's going to be a Pickles and Peoria craft and vendor market.
Nice.
I got to make sure if it's legitimate or not. But if there is, I think we should have a table there. Anyway. Oh, God.
Joe,
Pickles!
find
Chair.
out there's a Comic-Con in Valparaiso in the next couple months.
Joe.
Really?
It's one of the area engineers, I want to say kids, has a comic shop down there. And they're putting on a
Chris
Comic-Con.
Reynolds.
Yeah, it's they're putting on a Comic-Con. And they're having
Okay.
like two of the Power Rangers as some of their guests.
The
They're
ones
going to
that are
have it
still
at
alive?
their.
Not at their shop. I believe
Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say because their shop is over there by
Tiny.
the old 7 or by
Yeah,
the
it's-
7-Eleven.
yeah, by the old hospital. But
Yeah.
no, they've got the red and blue Power Rangers and a voice actress as their guests.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
so it's supposed to be pretty big.
And make sure you keep
Like,
your
Which red
calendars
and which
clear
blue
for
Power
September.
Ranger?
I can look it up right now. Let me do
And
that.
keep your calendars open for September for StompCon.
Stop.
Yep.
I can't. I want to try StompCon so bad with my voice like this, but I'm afraid I'm gonna start coughing.
I know, right?
What? Why are you trying to make
Stomp
me
gun,
here?
stomp gun, stomp gun.
And Halicon's going to be in October. Dan, that was your segue into talking about Halicon. Missed
Yep.
that one.
It's going to be a busy con season.
It is.
They
Well,
are,
the
We'll
net-
see if we can make Halicon this year now.
Yeah.
The next con that Lindsay and I will be attending is just a hair further north of Dalton in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and it is LibertyCon. And it's basically 1,000 people getting together to party and occasionally talk to each other.
So kind of like Halicon, only we just get together and talk, and then the drinking just sort of happens.
There's more panels going on at LibertyCon, and actually I need to look up. I just got the email today that my panel schedule has been posted, so I need to find out what it is I'm going to be talking about and what room it'll be in, and am I in 2 panels at the same time, which I really shouldn't do, but you know,
Just have Tom Darby come and do one of them for you.
that would probably sell me a whole lot more books than having me talk. No, these will be writing panels, editing panels, e-publishing panels, and if there's any steampunk stuff going on, they always stick me on a steampunk panel because I was their go-to steampunk guy for so long. No one else was doing it, but I was, so I seem to be the resident expert on all things steamy.
And I have one more plug I want to do here, and I apologize. Joe, you're doing something with your subscriptions for IndieCD, are you not? On your streaming channels?
Oh, so I don't really advertise it that much for this one because for these shows because we're streaming to multiple platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's very hard to get. I'll explain more about that off camera. As to why I'm not pushing that during these shows. Okay.
Well, let's just say that if you have Kick or Twitch, look up Joey IndieCD on Twitch or Kick, and follow him there. For the deets, maybe afterwards.
Hey, Joe.
More
you
so
remember-
Kick than Twitch because I'm not monetized on Twitch. Because Twitch, oh, the funny bone is never very funny.
Oh,
It was my finger. It was the tip of this finger right here.
ouch.
I'm
But was
fine.
it just the tip, and
just
did
the
the
tip.
tip pop off?
Ouch.
It's still attached. I did not lose the tip. Zachy,
That's
the
good.
tip is attached. Oh,
Now
it's
your
fun.
only problem is gathering up the parachute and figuring out how to refold it.
Parachute's over there somewhere. The rocket's back there. Anyways,
Those should be attached to one another somehow.
not in this case. You don't want to know where the parachute was during IndieCD.con.
You're right, I don't.
But if you come to StompCon, you might find out. It's IndieCD's
Yeah.
traveling booth.
Is
You
that
know,
a
You start
an
digging and you
18 or 28-hour drive? I can't remember.
just, well, that's Chris.
It's not that long. It's fine.
This is going to sound really bad, but it is actually funny. But you have to ask Chris where the parachute was because he's the one that put it where it was at.
Nope.
Oh my.
So just keep digging.
I am not asking the man that complains that Joe Dog has access to pickled eggs when I know exactly who it is that's supplying Joe Dog with pickled eggs.
Now that I know Chris's nickname from work, nope.
I missed that one. What's Chris's
Oh.
work?
I'll tell you off camera.
Oh.
Tell you off camera.
Sounds like a green room sort of nickname.
Yeah.
Too bad he's not here.
Hmm.
So we get into comments. We're only,
I was going to ask Joe real quick if you remembered the name of that comic store.
I don't offhand. Chris told it to me
Yeah.
a while back.
It had something to do with like cubes or squared or one up or something like that, but I can't find it. So
Well, while I've got this nearby, let me get it out of the way because it's the only constructive thing you'll be seeing me do tonight. This is not the thing.
No,
That is anything.
where's
That's
Oh,
not.
oh, oh.
that? Not.
All right.
is that an indigo that I hear or a timber?
No, it's indigo. The sword baldric is doing nicely,
Nice.
ooh.
Normal block. That's it.
and
Yeah, that's what
we're saying.
oop,
Oh,
there we go. The green screen is really messing with everything, but the part this brass ring under this hand is brand new. This one is one of the originals, but in order to get it at the right height to my waist, I had to refashion this end, and I put snaps in there so I could easily remove stuff and put it back on. The camera, behave.
Nope.
All I did was go vertical. All right.
green.
The belt patch is something I bought. A pouch. The sheath came with the dirk, but all this in between my fingers is what I made. There's rivets here and snaps here, so that I can get everything off of there and pack it away a little bit better.
Is that the piece you were working on last week?
Yes, I just got this done, and it wasn't stained at all. It was just the bare leather, and I got all of that done because I got bored in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep, and closed the door so Lindsay wouldn't get woken up by me hammering rivets in. Not that kind, Carl.
I was going to say, aren't they usually awake when you're hammering, or is that just me?
Let's just say further deponent saith not.
What are you working on
believe me,
today?
there's-
Billy?
So
Huh? What?
What is Joey working on? I just realized we don't have a second camera for him.
nothing at the moment.
Hanging
I
out.
was planning on working on your intro, but I was working on it before the show, and my efficiency got the best of me, and I completed it before the show.
Okay.
Let me just hang this back where it's going to have to live for a little while. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to drop it on the floor.
I'm looking at the convention Trey was talking about on their website.
Yeah.
So they're
and it looks like Rich shared the link. So thanks, Rich.
Yep.
Oh, no problem.
To let you guys know, we're only 4 hours behind on comments tonight.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Daniel.
I'm sorry.
They're actually renting out the Porter County Expo Center for this.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Which is for those not of this area, that's a very good sized venue.
Yeah, that's
down
where
at the Porter County Fairgrounds.
Yeah, that's fairgrounds. It's decently sized.
Yeah, that's where they have Shipshawana on the road, which is, for those not of this area, that means absolutely nothing. Also, but
I don't think they have all those halls though. I think they're doing like they do for like the main hall, like they're settings and stuff. I don't think they're doing like all the buildings.
Yeah, the Blue Ranger is Michael Copen. He played the Blue Power Ranger. He was in the Scorpion King 2, and he was on One Tree Hill. Christopher Kamen Lee was the Red Power Ranger, and that's his only credit there. And then Elizabeth Maxwell, which is the voice actress, did voices for Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, and Overlord.
They're also going to have Chalk Girl. So.
And their ticket prices aren't bad.
No, the vendor price, I'd want to see what their vendor hall looked like before I paid that vendor price.
Yeah.
Because it's $140 for, it looks like one day.
Yeah.
That's a bit
which is pretty steep.
Well,
but if they have the traffic for it.
Yeah. That's the thing. If they got the body count,
which going by their guests, they probably are making.
They'd have to be able to afford them because those aren't freebies.
No.
Yeah.
So they're saying they're the largest comic cards and collectibles convention in Northwest Indiana.
That's not hard.
Yeah, that's June 21st. So we'll see.
That's not hard when they're the only one.
Well, you also have Northwest Indiana Comic Con.
Oh, that's right.
So you've got that to compete with. So.
Yeah, but that's generally held the same time as Region Con.
That's true, but there's no Region Con this year.
Yeah.
So the cons around here are a little shaken up this year. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, I know that I was already at the best up to this date con that was held in Indiana, and I know that I was a vendor there.
Amen. We had so much.
We have that much fun at a con. And call it the best.
Speaking of cons, it looks like Nick is in the chat talking about the cons.
I did not.
Well,
excellent timing, Nick. Like perfect timing.
I'm afraid this is going to take two hands. Hush, Donna. But this is pretty much the tableware that I was going to make a pouch that folded up and would fit inside a Cowhorn cup. And this is Lindsay's set, which was much less coated in oil than the one I got for myself. So it didn't require as much cleaning to keep from getting her hands stained. Mine took a while to clean, but I was just going to make a thin leather thing that I could just put pouches in to put the tableware in, and then kind of roll it up and tie it with a thong. But like I said, couldn't find the materials I was looking for, and I'm not going to settle for second best.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, we're a half hour in. We should probably start going, huh?
Yeah, let's
All right.
let Dawn get into the comments.
Yeah, there's no super. I could try to read fast. It could be interesting tonight. No, that is not a. Because remember,
Please
I can't.
don't.
If I can't,
Please
Joe has to
don't.
take over.
let's full screen Dawn and really embarrass her again.
So, quick question. Using these two colors, dark blue as the main with the teal as the accent, or teal as the main with the dark blue as the accent?
Difficult choice.
Ooh. I would say dark blue mane, teal accent.
That's what I'm kind of thinking.
I'm leaning that way myself. Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I think Misty would prefer anyway. So,
Well, here's the way I was thinking it in my brain. One's going to look like an outline, and the other side, the opposite way, would look like a fade of color. So it would depend on what, if that makes any sense.
In other words, it would be a gradient.
An outline or a gradient. Hi, Nick.
Sometimes
actually,
gradient.
an outline or a glow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a neon.
Well, Dan, we'll see you now. You said you're going to see us 3 hours, 4 hours ago.
Hello. Welcome.
And Donna's here with us, and so is Thesis. He's also in the background of the with Foxy. Donna's saying, "Hey Thesis, hey Dan, if you come back." I think Dan's back. And there is a link. I believe that's going to be for Bladed Thesis's tea house for Saturday night, 6:30 Central Time.
Yes.
Yes.
Carl and Donna are here, and he's saying, "Sweetie." Carl goes, "Like I wasn't just talking to her a moment ago." Of course. Bladed Thesis, nothing wrong with being excited to see your person. Exactly. Oh, hey Dave, good to see you. He said the IndieCD bar opens in 5 minutes. I have an apple martini, please. Is that shaken or stirred? Knowing this bunch, we're pretty shaken up and we've been stirred silly.
I think it's going to have to
Shake it
be
up,
fast.
baby, now. Twist it and shout.
Shake it up, baby. Greetings. And Carl said, good news, the gutter is repaired. The guy came back today. Bad news, the warranty folks said no on the washer repair, so another will be procured. What?
Lame.
Now wait a minute. How hard can fixing a washer be? I've replaced all the innards except for the motor and the pump before on my own.
Oof.
And never seen the inside of it in the first place.
Well, that absolutely sucks, Carl, especially since you had to wait. They need to be okay. I'm just gonna. And Carl's greeting David said, "I can make you a regular martini, but you'll have to supply your own apple." So there's Dave's apple. And Carl says, "Some gin does sound like a good idea, though. Be back in a few." Oh, thank God, Carl's not on camera. And Dave says, "Cheers from Texas, cheers from Illinois." And Dave said, "Noted blades and link." Oh, for the noted blades slated for the link for the show. Okay. Carl's saying cheers, and one dirty martini procured. And Dave says, "Who wants a Muncie card to play for the me?" I'm in Peoria, Illinois. If you need more ideas of where that's at within the city, let me know. And Donna is doing my job for me because I don't know how to do this part of my job. She said, "Share, folks. I know you're subscribed." Thank you, Donna, every week or every show for making sure that the one part of my job I do not remember ever, never, ever. You do. Appreciate it.
We always get so excited with what we're doing.
I know. Girls saying, if you have plenty of them, we'll cap them, Dave. And what's been said, or Thesis and Foxy might want one. Yes, they might. Dave said, crazy Carl's cozy crew. And hey, Joey, we have a gin soaked like in the slot. Would you like to suck that off?
Oh my.
Yeah.
My little.
Ooh, that kind of tickled my tongue.
I know that's wrong. I couldn't.
That'd be better than whipped cream right there.
Right?
Carl's laughing, and Dave says Kool-Aid Carl's cards. Hey, and there's a rich guy here. Hey, Rich.
Guy owes me money.
Greetings and greetings. And
Guy owes me money.
on with the show. Hey, guess what? We're only a half hour behind.
Woohoo!
And there's greetings and greetings and greetings. And Carl said, neat ad for Dawn. Thank you.
Yes.
Donna said, I love that intro. I do too. And Dave said, puzzle time. Nice. Yes. I've been popping in randomly and working on puzzles, and I really do appreciate everybody that pops in and converses with me while I'm doing it. It's very just laid back, quiet. Not really too green roomy, of course, you know, comments here and there, but it's just kind of a chill time, relaxed time. And there is a whole ton of greetings coming in, and I'm just going to kind of flip through here. And Dave said Hollywood Squares. That's when we're all up, and now I don't know what the heck we are. Not the green room. Kitty's joining us. Hello, Kitty. And there's greetings and greetings. And Ruby's joining us as well. Hello, Ruby. And there's greetings. Okay, so there is my YouTube channel. This is a pain in the butt. There is my Twitch channel. Because like I said, I don't stream to any of the IndieCD channels. And there's the Kick channel. Thanks, Rich. For anybody that wants to come and subscribe, and then that way you can also see when I do pop on. I know that's usually how Carl and Donna find me, as well as the Bachmans, Dan, Thesis, and Foxy.
Oh, everybody finds you.
I appreciate it. And Midnight Maharaja is joining us. Hello, Midnight. Hopefully you are doing well. And Ruby's saying, if that's the new camera, where's the old one?
It's right above my head.
Oh.
Easy, Dawn.
I'm fine. Carl says, did Dawn jam up her middle finger? I hope Josh doesn't drop by. No, it was my ring finger on my right hand.
Oh.
No Vulcan salute for you.
Carl's like, all the shenanigans, and Foxy just keeps working.
I know, right?
She's a woman on a mission.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Donna saying, not fair. Inquiring minds need to know names. She's referring to the game shop, I believe.
No.
NormalBlockEntertainment.com, is that it?
Yep. Rich found it.
And my dad's joining us. He says, hello all. Did Dawn say anything for Dad to be proud of?
Always.
Yep.
I may come and go see. We're getting ready for another damn days. Yes, my town I grew up in has damn days. It's the best little town by a damn sight. I probably said things that either as a father you would be appalled or proud of, or maybe both.
Both. Believe me, as a several-time father and several-time grandfather and several-time great-grandfather, definitely both.
And there is greetings to
I'm only a nifty father. I haven't made great status yet.
It'll happen if and when it happens. However, I refute your value judgment. I think you're a grandfather from what I've seen of your children.
There we go.
Well, I said is I'm a nifty grandfather. I haven't made great grandfather status yet. And considering my grandkids are 12 and 4, I hope it's going to be a while.
You'd like to hold that off for a bit?
I don't think I'm going to make it to grandparent status since both of my kids are sterile.
I was gonna say, both of ours are fixed, so
Sterile as well.
you know.
That's fine. Pet population. Have your cat and dog spayed and neutered.
We are we are the Bob Barker population. Like
What
generation.
if your cats adopt?
I mean,
Then you will be grandparents.
that's true. That's true.
There we go. I will say that.
And,
You're
and
open to that.
Dawn, I do have to admit that all of my children and grandchildren and great grandchildren are mostly feral.
That's true. Yeah.
My
niece
grandchildren's
definitely are.
grandparents are feral.
I bet if you asked Joey, he
at
would
least
say
one
that
of them.
his wife is feral.
I mean, I say I'm feral, so I'm 3 raccoons in a trench coat in the best of times. Let's be honest.
Some cute raccoons.
We're fluffy.
I have been behaving so far.
There's
Dan?
a song called Three Kobolds in a Trench Coat. You need to go listen to it.
I've heard that one. It's accurate.
Thank
Yeah.
you very
I love
much,
it.
Dale. I appreciate that, although I didn't go to any extra effort.
I'm
Um,
gonna-
you need a booping.
Oh.
I didn't go to any extra effort,
That's
but you
see,
did
No, this
something
is
that
just
looks
this
really
is
nice
just
all the
me
time.
every day. I mean, I didn't dress up. I didn't put on a tie or anything.
No, but
he knows he looks really nice all the time.
well, no, but Dan looks really. Dad was saying that Dan his belt the leather looked nice.
Oh! Now that I do have a right to be proud of. Thank you.
Okay, that's what
Um,
he was referring to. He just
I
forgot
thought
to give him up.
I thought he was just complimenting Dan's appearance.
Same here.
I've been speaking Dale speak for 40 plus years. He forgot the comma.
The Buchanan.
all right, and I'm gonna play a couple ads real quick since we're about 40 minutes in. So we will be right back.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
And we're back, and we're going to kick it over to track number 14 of Dan's second helping album, which is You Asked For It? Now Open Up Wide.
Oh my.
Really, Dan? Really?
It was that kind of day.
Apparently.
All right, but use lube this time.
Thin, so I'm gonna have to redo that. But I don't have any other black yarn, so that's gonna happen.
Wait, what happened, Trey?
So my black yarn was too thin, so the ball ended up too small because this is supposed to just be on the front, not wrapped all the way around.
You should throw an F-bomb at that.
I know, but I got to make a bigger ball. But this is the only black yarn I have.
Okay, so what we're saying is that you have pieces to make 2 different size F-bombs.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's okay. I will save the pieces. And oh no, I have to go yarn shopping. The horror. Oh no.
Lindsay found out today I've got to go over by the craft shop to pick up the new lock for the barn when it's ready. So I believe there's some extreme craft shopping in our future. Um,
Her heart was broken, wasn't it? That crap.
well, she was at church all day. I mean, she left this morning before I ever got into Nick's show, and she did not come back before that. I left to go get the copies of the truck keys made, and then go get a pair of solid rubber wheels for the hand trucks, so that I don't have to continually pump up the pneumatic tires that came with it. All of that's a good thing. She was home when I got back, but she was asleep, and I was tiptoeing around the house trying not to wake her, because if she's dozed off in the lazy boy, it's 'cause she needs to sleep.
Well, with her situation, she needs to sleep, and that gives her a chance to not be moving and resting.
And besides which, the church ladies being out with them in a, would the correct word be coven or flock? They can get very exhausting.
So Dave did deploy a monthly card for Carl. Happy capping, and thank you from Carl. And yeah, Donna's like, I hope I can cap that too, Dave, or just for the Witzman dude. And Dave said, I'll deploy a card for you too. And he wants to know, are you in the same area as Carl, Donna? See, Dave didn't use a comment either.
You get a card, and you get a card, and you get a card. It's Oprah night.
That is so pretty. It's
That's gorgeous.
Foxy.
Oh, very nice.
Next thing you Trace me like, Dawn, you need to color some of your pictures on the stream.
When you
I just thought
you
it was
need to
funny.
send a copy of that to Misty.
Carl, Joe and Trey got me a coloring book. It's really pretty cats, like that.
Oh.
Pretty,
A Zentangle almost.
but the cats are all farting.
It's literally called farting cats.
Could be worse.
We saw it and we're like, we know who needs that.
It could be scratch and sniff.
Or Ted could have bought her the coloring book, and she'd have to order all kinds of flesh tone markers.
The scented ones.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Anyways, Donna said, hey, we're married. I hope I'm in the same house as well as the same area.
Well, you were when you got up. What happened?
I think that's adorable. I'm not trying to make fun of you, Dave. I think it's adorable. So he's going to deploy one for her, too. And then that. Oh, hello, Nicholas Talker. Been watching since the beginning, anyway. StompCon is September 13th, 2025, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Free admission, 410 South Aidway, Fowler, Indiana. My car could probably find its way there on its own by now.
It's a fun time.
God,
So
I
fun.
love the picture, and I love what Joey did with the ad, and I love it all. I love it.
Oh, I was about to pull my work in the yard shoes off and put my slippers on, and then I thought, the dog does not want to go outside in the tall grass, which I need to mow, but it's been raining. So I might have to take care of that for Lindsay and lead the dog outside, and I better keep my work shoes on. Kitty. Lindsay wants a Roomba, but she has not read the history of Jeff yet, so I don't know if that will change her mind.
Oh, sorry, I got way excited about all of that, and it caused me to have a coughing attack.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
I knew it was going to happen, and I am very excited that it did happen. Coughing attacks like that are welcome. I know that sounds weird. And greetings and a thank you to Dave. Thesis said maybe if we start walking now, we can get there by then. Thumbs.
Right. Somehow.
Nick is saying without excess divergence, I do not believe Region Con will be reoccurring.
Yeah.
And Donna's got a Munzie out from Days. And suck that gin off the cream. That's what I said. I hope Dad wasn't in here for that.
Region can go boom.
Carl's not sure if Dale is here, still here, but there you go.
It seems to have imploded.
He said, "Are we supposed to dress up? Because I got a couple ties in the other room." Ooh, Dave deployed a Mumsy card near my Skyland. Ooh. And Midnight saying that everyone's art is looking good. What are you working on now, Joey?
I got a tie right here.
I haven't quite decided yet.
Oh, I saw gradients, and I know Nick's watching, so I know he wants to see them.
That tie class was almost as finicky as my Colonel Sanders tie.
Nice.
That's so awesome. So, Rich, you are still taking commissions, correct?
Yeah, I'll take commissions.
Okay. I want to make sure.
Always got to make sure the commissions are open before you start saying there's commissions open.
I know that your plate got rearranged, so I didn't want to.
Well, with the plate being rearranged, commissions are very welcome.
Now you got me thinking.
All right. Where'd I put my gun?
Carl said it would be nice, Thesis. Go get one. And Dan says he owes his looks to his parents. I almost said his looks to my parents. Dale, this. Nick goes, Trey is 3 raccoons or kobolds. Whichever one is in the back inspires distraction and confusion. Don't break one tonight because she really.
Well, I mean, if she was a Southern girl, we'd just be saying, "Oh, she got a great backyard swing."
Oh, the kitty's telling yes, Thesis. Go put on your sexy white suit and then do crab style.
I don't even believe the B-52s perfected that one yet. It's not in my Kama Sutra.
Nick is saying we can order some to be delivered if need be, Mags.
Michael, they opened the bridge to Michael's. It's easier to get there now.
That sounds like a fairy tale fantasy thing. They opened the bridge to Michael's.
Well, it's the back way to Michael's, so it's easier to get there now. So I can go not the green room, but so now I can go the back way. And
tell me, do they have parking in the back?
Oh, they do. They got parking in the front, parking in the back, and our friend works there, so I get to sass her while I'm there. It's a fun time all around.
Okay, we had to put that up on the big picture because
it's Fred Cam.
Yeah. Oh my God, I got to meet Fred and Hobo this weekend.
Yes, she stopped by and met them in person.
I was so proud of Hobo. I'm thinking he knew my voice. He probably is like not recognizing it tonight. But
he's confused. He's like, first you were over there, then you were over there, and then you were back over here.
Oh.
I keep worrying that Bread's going to step on the counter. Yeah. and make Trey have to count to 4 manually.
So I started the next project, but so now I don't know if you can see it. I'm counting to 10, but I'm putting stitch markers every 10. So if I mess
You're
up,
making a quipu.
I can, just go back. And
What are you working on now?
so for that raffle that you posted about,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I'm trying a new stitch, and I'd like to at least make like a throw blanket for it and a cat stitch. So we're hoping it works up fairly quickly. If not, I will. If it doesn't work up quickly enough, I will donate something that I've done before, and I will just keep working on this because it's a cute stitch. It looks like cats stacked up on top of each other. So actually, I can show you the stitch.
I want to squeeze, but I can't.
Oh, okay. So I can show you the stitch, and it looks like bread on a blanket made of the stitch, so it's perfect. So let me share my screen real quick.
Cool.
Here. So that's what the stitch looks like, and it has a bread look-alike on it. So yeah, it just looks like cats stacked on top of each other.
How big is this thing gonna be?
I wanted to just kind of make it like a lap blanket, so not like massive, not like a queen size blanket, because that would take me forever to make. And I've never done this stitch before, but it says it works up quickly.
Okay.
It looks like just a bunch of shell stitches that,
Oh,
kinda
Dawn.
go together. So here's hoping.
If that pans out, and you decide to do a commission for that, I know someone who might like something like that in orange and black.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, let me see how the stitch works, because I've never done it before. So usually once I do a new stitch, and if I like it, I end up doing it for like months, because new stitch, serotonin, so much serotonin.
I don't know what that's like at all.
Oh, no.
Give me all the
Fine.
serotonin now.
Find a new weave, and suddenly you've got
Buckets of chains.
So I just got this photo sent to me. And before I post it though, I'm gonna ask Nick, is it okay if I show it on stream?
Well, wait, that Foxy or Carl and Dave said, "Nice work, Foxy." And Katie said, "No Roomba riding cats. There's over on Kick."
Hell no.
And he goes, "Speaking of the Chronicles of Justice,
I know.
is there like a conspiracy against commas suddenly?" And I'm not talking the Oxford comma. We all know how that conversation will go in this fixed company, right?
Donna will cut you. Yes.
I'm just talking about the when you're talking to somebody. Oh, Nick said, "Book it for adults. You get a pizza when you publish a book." No, oh my God! Thanks, Nick. Thank you. Now you got my brain really starting an IndieCD thing. Okay.
Make it an
How about
extra
a
large.
beverage of
And
your choice?
make it an extra large and stuffed for us, because books is hard.
When
Oh
when
my
I
God, I love
publish a
it.
book, I'm lucky if the royalty check will buy me a 6-pack, much less a pizza. I'd say a pizza was a step up in the world.
Oh my God, that's so... Nick's cat Boots is on the tree upside down watching her. And I don't know if anybody heard it.
Wait a minute, Dawn just went hypersonic again. And Chris isn't even here.
She's gone blood.
Ludicrous.
I'm laughing. That's why I said you can't break me tonight.
We can't?
No. Well, you can, but I don't think that would be a wise decision.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Well,
No.
I got the vault of leather back here. I'm sure I could dig out the rain straps if you really need them. There's no bit though. Didn't need the metal work. I just needed the leather. Make of that statement what you will.
Oh, So it was funny because Donna was talking about Dawn's thinking, and I think that's when I was thinking about commissions from Rich about some chainmail stuff. But now I'm also thinking about book it for adults.
Right.
Book it IndieCD style.
Now, when you realize that Foxy is doing all of that left-handed,
Right.
which means the pen, the paper, and the movement of her hand are working against her natural inclination, it gets even more impressive. Because if I did that, I'd smudge everything.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You get ways of doing it. So I'm left-handed myself.
Well,
Colors.
Foxy's a softball?
Yes. Except when she's doing archery, then she fires right-handed.
is that a matter of choice, or is that not being able to find a left-handed bow?
Oh no, we can find them.
I tried it, it didn't work for me.
Oh, okay.
Mostly ambidextrous, I can use both hands, I can write with both hands. But I'm primarily left-handed.
Nick is right.
So she sounds like me, because
Okay.
I'm left-handed, but I do like all sports and everything. I do right-handed.
I
And
bat right.
scissors and stuff like that, 'cause the left-handed ones just suck.
I cut with my right
I-
hand.
I wouldn't know if the left-handed scissors suck or not, because I could never get a pair during school.
I did find you those left-handed pens, though.
You did. And those are nice.
Left-handed pen?
They're actually curved, so you're not so you don't smudge your ink and stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
That sounds
That
great.
is cool.
Yes,
Okay, I
it
don't know if
is.
Dad's still here, but I think I went to this the other night and I wanted just to laugh about it. I'm left-handed, cut with my right hand. My mom's right-handed, cuts with her left hand, which probably saved me not getting a lot of ass beatings as a child because I wouldn't use her shears, her fabric shears on paper because I couldn't use them because they were left-handed shears. Now, if Dad's here, am I right?
He was here a minute ago. Literally.
Nick has a good idea. Rich, you need a commercial for your chained goods. And your
Well,
chained mail.
you know, after my separation is final, while waiting for interviews and stuff like that, I will actually be filming some stuff and finishing some other stuff off. That's actually why I kind of looked up a little bit ago, and I was like, really? Because sometimes certain things are a nudge from the cosmos saying, "Hey, dumbass, get to work."
There you go. Kitty was
Oh
going
my
to
God.
get something for thesis that starts with P, but only if the book gets to oh, my virgin ears, 9. They draw bridge to Michael's and
Pretty
oh my
much.
kitty. Is it similar to a kitty? Dad just got back from having a good neighbor help get I believe the last div order for the week. No, Dad, no. It's not the last one.
You just jinxed yourself. You know that, right?
Hmm.
Mom
If
is
it
gonna
is
take
anything like Lindsay, you'll be dead for 6 years before you ever get the last order.
But at least you don't have a teenage daughter attempting to set the house on fire.
Fire.
on accident while making dinner.
That's just because Lindsay doesn't have any teenage daughters right now.
Well, Dad used to have he used to have teenage daughters.
Yeah, things happen.
Nick said Trey is taking Michael's back. Trey is taking Michael's back door. Happy International Women's Day.
Heck yeah.
Not the green room. I can't say that.
Yeah, not the green room, not the green room, but man, I need to. Oh, things I want to say, but I won't. Nope. Nope. Not on camera. Nope.
Especially if the young ones that,
Yeah.
from Nick's show have found their way here.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen him yet, but that don't mean anything.
They could be lurking.
Well,
Matt.
y'all have already seen that there are some things I can't even say in the green room, which is startling.
Well, we just gotta really. When we know that Max and Churro are in the chat, we do try to behave ourselves, and then they open
Yes,
their
we do.
mouth. Bless those kids, because when they turn 18, they're gonna be one of us.
Well, there's a difference between them saying something and us teaching them something.
True. And if they're gonna learn, they should learn from the best. We're not saying that we're the best, but
Oh, I need to address a comment from Nick. When I am doing this working with leather, I have had lots of people go, "Oh my God, you made that? Can you make one for me?" And I go, "You realize it's basically just overlapping pieces of leather and tying it together with thongs. It's too easy for me to charge money for." Now, if it's something I've got to cut out and stain and put rivets in and size to fit, yeah, I will definitely charge you for that. But if it's something that's so easy that anybody could do it if they just looked at what it was and how simple it was.
I mean, technically, all I'm doing is tying knots, Dan.
Yeah, and my
Well,
journals
yeah,
are
but
just,
you're tying knots artistically.
my journals are just poking holes in pieces of paper and then tying the paper together.
all I'm doing is
Time and
reading.
energy. And
I
the
am
willingness
barely
to do
bending metal.
so. It's the time, energy, and willingness to do so.
Well, and there's the flip side of that. If I actually charge people for what I had to pay for the materials to make the simple stuff, they would not ask me to make the simple stuff.
Well, you have to buy the materials. If they want it, then they can buy their own.
Exactly, yes. If they can afford to buy the materials, they can afford to take 15 minutes and look at the pattern and do it themselves for free. If I charge for my time, that's why Stephanie Osborne's steampunk ray gun is actually worth about $3,000.
Less.
If you consider the cost of the labor and the minimal cost of materials, the labor, I mean, that was almost 200 hours. If I charged her what I was paid at the factory at that time period, a good $3,000 would have passed hands. Instead,
So,
she brought me 2 cases of beer, and I felt I'd been well recompensed.
I think we're going to go ahead and play another ad.
if you
We're
will
about
play
an hour
Madness
in.
Cat, because I have kitty cat obligations.
Yep, we're an hour in, so it is time for the Madness Crawl. Which, Pops, if you're watching, I still need the new one from you, bud, because I don't think you've sent it to me.
Are you
Or if
playing
you
it?
did, I'm
Ruby?
sorry.
Roy?
I can play it. I'm
Okay.
already on it.
Okay.
So we'll see you guys in just about 3.5 minutes.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delights. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Oh! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey!
All right, and we are back.
Oh God.
Back to this camera. There we go.
Cool Dale. Ruby says she used to be so innocent. We all were. We all were at some point in time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Up until about third grade, yeah.
I'm still innocent, or at least that's what I try to convince my dad of. Carl goes, then you met us, Ruby. Yep. And Dad said, Trey, you always need to have backups.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Donna goes, I think Thesis took care of that Witzman dude. And Carl said, cool cat blankie Trey. Oh my God, I am so excited about that. Ruby is nodding sagely. And Dad hopes that I will do another live from their house in June.
That was a fun one.
Oh my God. A live Viv look. Suddenly I'm excited.
She didn't get on screen at all. But
I'm going to interrupt
her her creative endeavors did. Dad just kept running out of the house, all over the house, taking things off the walls and bringing them to me, saying, "Show them this, show them this."
It was so sweet.
But we're going to switch over to track number 15. Hold my beer and watch this stuff.
There we go.
Ooh.
It was so sweet to see how proud he was of what she had done.
He is, and he's very proud. My mom makes gorgeous things. I saw something today, and I was like, God, I wish she made a Christmas village. I think you guys saw it. It was on the thing, the Christmas village with the plastic canvas.
Yeah,
Somebody has a Halloween village out of the plastic canvas now.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm like, oh, Mom, I would love to get that kit and commission you to put it together. Oh, I don't know who I would give it to, but
Just to see it done. Yeah.
but yeah, I was like, oh. Give me 1
I
second.
know I hit play on the music.
What's the volume at?
Oh, thank you, Joey, for grabbing that.
Oh, someone turned the volume all the way down.
Oh, sorry, that's what I generally do. I don't stop. I just turn it down and then turn it back up.
No.
I normally, after we play commercials, I normally switch up the track.
Well, I'm obsessed with Dawn. Nick says, "Sure, Joe, fire away." And then Nick says, "Oxford commas, you can take them from my cold, dead, and grasping hands."
Hallelujah, amen. I'll give the Oxford comma. Commas
Dad,
everywhere, though.
no, it looks great. Nick goes, "I can make a bit. Just need to drill out a hard rubber ball." Well, we know what happens when you give me soft, squishy balls.
Squish.
That was awesome. That
I'm definitely afraid to ask.
We know what happens when you give Dawn soft, squishy balls. And sometimes, the more you know is not the better.
Go watch the beginning of Nevermind the Furthermore from Friday, and you will find out. It's on the Nicholas Tucker channel on YouTube. So Dad says Foxy looks great. Thesis goes, "She always does," but I'm sure you're talking about the coloring page. By the way, the picture I'm working on right now for the puzzle is a picture of Thesis and Foxy, and nobody's seen it. Well, obviously except for them, and nobody's seen it except for me.
I'm still convinced that just all the little black pieces are Thesis' clothes.
Yeah, it's a green room for all who buys the adult books, asking for a friend. Girls, all adults are welcome in the green room. Not all adults. If you're,
There have been a couple of bounders that got bounced.
yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
I did phrase that correctly.
There's such a thing as too much excess.
Nick said, "Resistance is futile. Your future crafts will be promoted. Either that or commercial will be provided."
Right?
Oh my god, I love my commercial. I love my picture.
Hello, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach. We're all like 20 minutes ahead of Dawn in the comments, so.
Yeah.
The quesadilla kid is here.
So the hat I'm wearing in the pic was the one that Trey gave me for my birthday. So she crocheted the hand crocheted hat in that picture for my puzzle time. Nick drew it, and it's the puzzle time, and Joey did the ad. I mean, the combination of the creative just for that is just mind-blowingly happy. And Dad said that I am right about the ass whipping for Mom using her shears. Ever wonder where my bruises came? Dad! I never saw you had bruises.
Well, maybe they weren't visible when he was clothed.
Well, there we go. Oh, and Nick said also, and this comes from a place of love, and I believe this is too rich, finish the damn fire story.
What fire story? Wow, I heard that FU.
built it all like halfway across the state, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nick saying, Dan, as many times I said $20. $20 is $20. And Donna is changing Fire Story. Fire Story. Fire Story. Nick's getting in on the chat. Fire Story. Fire Story.
Fire. Fire.
Yeah. And bio break for everyone. But it's so much fun to bop along with the crawl too for Madness Entertainment Network, which we're broadcasting on their channel right now. You can go to themag.tv if you want to find out more about that. Jeff Story from Kitty. Dave goes, Nick, I have a problem selling something to someone who is easily able to tie their own shoelaces. I just feel guilty for charging them for something they already have the ability to do themselves.
See, those are the ones I'm like, give me money for that. Because
The ability to do it, the patience to do it, and that's one of the things that a lot of people, they don't have the patience to do certain things. They're going to pay for the convenience of not having to do it too.
Well, the thing is that the only thing I could probably charge for is knowing how to do it.
Yeah.
And adding in the materials I need. And basically, yeah, I could be the major supplier of Sam Brown belts in Northeast Georgia, but it's so simple. I feel guilty for taking people's money.
See, but if it's so simple, why aren't they making it themselves?
Because they didn't actually look it up.
And that's on them.
Yeah, that's on them.
Exactly. If you want it, look up how it's made and do it yourself. I mean, I'm using dog leashes and dollar store belts and a couple of snap hooks.
You're proving my point on why you should be charging them. It's a convenience fee. It's why I'm paying extra for Amazon to bring me things instead of me going somewhere.
Yeah.
Buy it myself.
Okay.
Or delivery charge for stuff. Instead of making the stuff myself.
I'm going right up to this one here right now.
Take their money. Yes.
Now where the hell was I?
And Trey, I do see charging a stupidity tax for people, or a laziness tax.
I charge a black yarn tax. I charge a I hate this pattern tax. Like,
yeah,
Asshole tax.
I understand the concept of braiding. I don't have the ability. I've never been able to braid hair in my life. I can't make my fingers do what it's supposed to do. So will I pay somebody to go do my hair if I want to have some braids put in? Yes.
See, that's different to me of, okay, you've tried. Yeah, I'll do this to you, for you, no problem. But the ones that are like, I could make this and it wouldn't be as much, but they're still trying to buy it from me. I'm like, and the price just went up. Let's go.
So, damn, somebody wants to pay for it, take it. Take the damn money.
So, in my Excel pricing sheet, I have a tab for all the stuff that I'm doing that calculates how many rings and clasps and everything else, so that I've got my material costs and all that. Down at the bottom, there is a line for me to put in the PETA tax, the pain in the ass tax. And there's also the a line item for me to put in the good egg discount.
Nice.
So if I like them, I'll put in that, and then it'll figure the price versus everything else, because it'll automatically knock all that stuff off. And because I'm lazy, it also figures out Indiana sales tax.
I don't blame you there.
Mine figures out how many stitches I do per minute and how many stitches the pattern has, and then does my, how much time it theoretically takes me to make the pattern, and I go from there. Like that is my base price. Doing my price per hour.
Mine does
for
math.
for chain, I'll calculate how long it takes me to do 1 inch of that weave.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out the rest. Is like, okay, that's a 7-inch chain. That's going to be X amount, because I've got my rings per inch. I've got my how long it took it to happen. So,
Yeah, I can see that.
King Joey is joining us over at Kick, and he is saying we're all innocent until we get convicted.
It's like when you set up a table and someone comes up and they're all, oh, I could make this myself. And then they come back 10 minutes later to buy it. And it's like, yeah, the price just went up 50% because you're an asshole.
There is a song. I will post it in the humor group, and it's great. It's about why it costs that much, because it took me effing hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the time I spent learning how to make the weave. It's the time I spent doing the actual weave. It's the time I spent,
Yeah.
building the skill to make it look as effortless as you think it is.
But then you have people like Dad, who right now with Rich being on the screen, he just is enamored by what you do. He's got tremors and stuff in his hands bad, so he could never take. I'm saying that not to put him down, but he just watches you go. And he's just like, that is just amazing to me.
I don't know if you guys noticed earlier, I had to put my pliers down and I was massaging my hands because I was starting to have the same issue. And actually that's why I kicked up to different size rings, because my hands just aren't wanting to behave with the smaller rings tonight. So
Yep.
I had to go up, and thankfully, it's that I've got the stuff to kick up those weaves.
Yeah, I went up 2 hook sizes for this project because I was like, you know what? I don't feel like making it tiny. We're gonna up a hook size, and there we go.
Nick is saying if I can teach folks how to do something, I will for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they want me to do it, then equivalent exchange is required.
Exactly.
Rarely need it be money. Excuse me. Honestly, this conversation just took place between me and Nick today for the picture.
Mm.
Yeah, and when
other
you
ways
get
to
to Dale's last remark, he's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
They're used to
I can
paying
get
for
to it if no
trash.
gosh, no, I'm teasing.
They're used to paying for trash instead of craftsmanship.
Yeah. Yeah, they're used to being able to just go straight to Walmart and getting pressed forward, and
I can get a shirt at Walmart for $5. Yeah, and it'll last you about 4 seconds.
it's see-through. Come on.
We have raisins and cucumbers.
And
Now wait a minute. Let's not denigrate see-through. On some people, it's quite attractive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, trash.
When I want it for work, though, and I'm trying to go into the woods to find some drainage structures, and there's ticks and brambles. I would like some protection.
Well,
Oh, we've made that joke so many times.
and seeing as even with the retroreflective, you can't see the people that are down there. So even if you wore something see-through and the sunlight hit you, and the beacons of Gondor were lit, we still wouldn't know.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Don, I sent you those pictures of us and the Phragmites, and you can't see us.
The what? Huh?
The tall grass, the dry,
Oh,
the
okay.
tall grass. Where I was like, "There's two people in this picture. Can you find them?" Nope.
Yeah, easily. Just look for the blanket.
So if you want to understand what damp raisins are, go back and watch Joe's last couple streams when he was gaming. What's the name of the game, Joey?
Police Simulator Patrol Officers.
So if you want to understand the inside joke between damp raisins and cucumbers, you need to go back and rewatch those streams. Ouch. And Nick said that I am amazing with the blasters. Next time I'm putting a sword in her hands.
Yes.
That would probably be great exercise, Dawn.
Oh, I know.
Your
I
knees
know,
will hate you
yeah.
for a week or two, but yeah.
Or 4.
Depending on what style of training she undertakes, yes.
And there's
I
Zach.
was actually able to crouch down earlier.
I saw
I saw
that.
that.
That's awesome.
I did too. I saw that.
And get back up. And I was able to do it again the second time a little bit later.
That's awesome.
Oh, and to the listening audience, I apologize for the abrupt and surprising ending to this piece of music, but it fit the theme so well of some idiot driving through Atlanta on a motorcycle, and the inevitable consequences thereof.
Yeah. Oh, there were people
So-
riding motorcycles in the rain today on the toll road.
Ugh.
I was like,
Mm.
poor fools.
So I'm gonna pull up a picture here real quick that Trey sent me,
No.
and I'm just gonna do this as full
I see one.
screen.
There's 3 people in that. There were 4
Yeah,
of us.
there's-
I took the picture. So there's 3 other people.
Yeah, so you can see the
I
one.
can see two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see 2.
Yeah, there's 3 people.
But then I was trained in the art of hunting, but not hunting
Yeah.
people.
So the one all the way on the left is our boss, and he's a big dude. He's a tall guy. He's probably Richie's height, and he just slowly went down, and you just hear "Piper down," and his wife was to my right. She's only like 5 feet tall.
I see
all the
the
way to the
second
right.
one here.
I think that was Brian, straight ahead of me.
Mhm.
And I was just stuck in place trying to walk. Like there was a path right in front of me and I couldn't even get to it. Those Phragmites are awful to walk in. And when they're green, they just cut you up. So now we have machetes. We cut our way through the jungles. Machete. And then, we just yell machete as we're cutting through them.
To make sure you don't machete somebody.
Oh man. We just keep yelling machete. Like, so it's just movie references and songs the entire time. And that,
Do me a favor, Trey. When you start your next project next week, don't take the machete with you.
okay, so just because he's already made me mad and I don't even work with him yet.
So I was chatting with Rich this morning.
Oh,
And
did
he
he?
sent me that.
I got that reference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he
I
got
was chatting with him when you
Saga
sent me the first text, and I asked, "What has he done already?" And then it was just several minutes of the 3 little dots showing
and
up
then
on my screen.
paragraph. Yeah, I sent a paragraph like that big of how he already made me mad before I've even worked with him.
Because Richie and I were talking, and I still had my phone screen open, just laying next to my monitor, and I look over, I'm like, 3 dots are still going, Rich.
Just
They've disappeared. I might be. Nope, no, I haven't gotten a message.
Nope.
Oh
just
no,
still
she timed out the 3 dots. That's not good.
Nope, still typing.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, I was so mad.
There's
Warning, warning, warning.
Oh.
Dr. Smith is irate.
Put it this way: both my boss and I at the same time said we're planning on your part, but not make an emergency on my part, because he's known for months that I'm coming to work with him, and a couple of days before I come to work with him. So I'm supposed to go to his office on Monday. Suddenly, he needs all this information from me.
What he needed to do is buy an airplane ticket to somewhere in South America. It sounds like.
I have some feelings on the subject that we will not put on camera. Put it that way.
We will not put those on live feed.
We will not have them recorded. Put it that way.
So there's Zachy. Finally, I get to say hi to him now. You got to be busy today with SpaceX having a little oops.
Oh no, what happened?
Talk about too much screaming.
All I saw was a
Little
pop up
boom.
like a slow-mo, and that was it.
Shuttle parts go boom.
Oh no! Again?
Apparently, they have the wrong
No.
quality control inspectors in place.
Oh no.
And no, I'm not coming out of retirement.
On another note as well, Zachy had an amazing PSA about CPR. If you have not seen it, please ask one of us to share it with you. It was amazing, Zach. If you're still here or you watch this in the rerun, that your PSA was monumental. That PSA in itself needs to go viral.
Yeah.
That should be an OSHA training video.
Yeah. We actually had an instance at the park where CPR was needed when a small child got knocked unconscious and stopped breathing because their sibling was swinging in one of the swings and hit them just right.
Ouch.
Like,
Yeah, and
you heard the thud from several feet away.
And they literally stopped breathing. Luckily, we did see the family later, and they were fine. But it was a very scary moment. But people were trained in what to do. So,
and our fire department got there very quickly to handle the situation.
Yes, they were right there on the spot. But training definitely helps bridge the gap between them getting there and the time it took for them to respond.
Yeah, especially trying to explain to dispatch where the park is and
well,
what's the address? Just tone it out as Twin Oaks Park. The police and
Everybody
our volunteer
knows
fire department will know exactly where to come.
Yeah.
I saw a video from one of the top 3 canal boats in the latest British canal boat show at Crick. And Crick is the name of the town and the set of wharves there, and they have an annual show. But the point is, there's one of the top 3 that actually planned ahead. And not because they're an elderly couple, because they're quite young. They thought, we should have a really good emergency kit on board.
Oh, good.
And theirs included what do you call the shock treatment? Heart Yeah.
Yes.
They had one on their boat that they kept charged up.
Oh, good.
Just in case there was an emergency, even on somebody else's boat nearby.
Oh, that's smart.
Enormously so. I was impressed just with the level of preparedness.
Yeah.
And then Dad said, Dawn, you will see the bead art she is working on, my mom. Problem finding a needle to handle the fish line she had to use because the thread kept breaking from canvas and small enough for the bead.
Oh.
This whole project, I have had to hear my mom talk about it. Between getting all of the equipment to be able to even do the...
Oh, yeah.
But you needed to get all this other stuff to make it actually work, so...
Yeah, and the curved needles are all so damn thick because they're like they were designed for working on sails or other big stuff.
Mhm.
There's no fine-tuned small needles that would make that easier.
I'm excited to see that when we go home. We'll be going home here about 3 weeks, 2 weeks, so I might be missing a show here and there. Just say, Donna say they don't have patience. Why do I feel called out? And if they take their money, damn it. And Kitty is also calling out Pieces and Foxy and saying, "Are you listening?"
Nope.
Take their money.
Dan said we found the smallest fish line at Cabela's to work in the needle, but cannot find a needle like that came in the kit that fits the beads. You guys will figure it out. You guys always do. Lord knows you guys always figure everything out.
Oh, Dale, I misread that abbreviation there, so forgive me for going. Whoa!
Yeah, I switched around 2 letters. I
Oh,
was like,
I
what now?
substituted a whole new letter and got something not even green room worthy. No, not worthy, but
Yeah, I
safe.
switched around 2 letters on the one that just popped up, and I was like, oh, the Huahana? So what's going on in Minnesota?
Donna was showing off the new braid today. Thinking about finishing another one, maybe in purple and teal.
I do need to make a raspberry one just so I can, sing the song.
So you can say I had a raspberry. Nick says, why do I charge $10 for a picture I can knock out in minutes at a con? Because of the decades of work it took to be that good, that fast.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom.
Because honestly, the picture he did today that he drew me, I think that was fast line work he was doing.
Nice.
And it popped. And it
Yeah.
really popped, and then where he said it, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm sitting here going, oh my God, that'd be perfect. Oh my God. You guys know me. Carl said, right, Nick. And Carl goes, so should I charge Donna for making her ads? Nope.
That would not be a wise move, Carl. No.
You're a smart man.
Remain among the living, my friend.
And Ruby says, why does Kitty charge for dance classes? Anyone can dance, but it takes a good teacher to show you how.
Exactly.
Yep. And Nick said the people who usually say they could do it themselves and come back to buy it are usually trying to steal the design. They can try to steal the design, but you still got the sale. It doesn't make it easier if they are able to steal the design, but
Good luck.
Yeah, really. Are they going to be able to do it better? Or even as good?
mm-hmm.
Good luck. I got a free pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And Dan said the real problem. Oh wait, Nick's saying exactly, Ruby and Dan said the real problem when people complain about price are used to imports. That well, Mm-hmm. I don't mind paying more or doing. I love supporting independent people. I absolutely love it because you know that they get a smile.
Oh yeah, I'll pay a little extra for an independent person than I will, for a thing.
Well, if I had to create something from scratch, and then, pattern everything, figure out what the materials are, do it. I wouldn't be a bit appalled at charging a fair price for the labor involved and the materials. But when something is so easy that if you can tie your own shoelaces, you should be able to do it, call me stupid, but I can't seem to bring myself to charging a laziness tax in those instances. In other instances, I don't have any problem whatsoever.
What I was going to say is, when you, so we Grant with Beowulf, we go and support that Kickstarter and he sees that dollar amount go up and that backer number go up,
Oh
he's
yeah.
getting a smile of, I have another backer. It's not some corporation going, wow, that's another tick to help our quarterly sales.
Yeah.
So
The EBITDA. The EBITDA.
mhm. I like Nick. If they tell me I can get it cheaper at Walmart, I say, okay, have fun.
Yeah. I need to start carrying the learn to crochet kits for the people that are like, well, I could do that. All right, do it. Well, I don't know how. And bucks. Learn to crochet. There you go.
This I don't crochet because I have a tray. Oh my god, I just made it. I don't crochet because I have a tray.
You made a rhyme.
Somebody write that down. We need to keep that.
T-shirt time. You just designed a new T-shirt for Troy.
Right. Some crochet, you have a tray.
Oh, by the way, Trey or Dad, Trey.
Yes.
Dad says, and he didn't put a comma there again. Ticks don't care if they are seen through naked clothing.
Oh, you should see us like hosing down with tick spray before we go out there. It's ridiculous. I grew up in swampy woods. I go hiking like every weekend. I have never had so many ticks on me in my life. It's ridiculous.
Dad was a farmer. I'm sure he had multiple ticks on him growing up.
Right? But like I have never had them so bad out here.
Ugh. At least they weren't leeches in the lake like you stand by. Anyways, ugh. Nick has said this Saturday 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. locals.
I plan on being there.
What is that? Oh, that's
That'd be practice.
HFG Circle Fencing Guild practice on Saturday. I will not be able to make it. I'm going to be doing the bookshop bar hop.
Ooh, yes, that sounds fun.
This needs to clear up. Let's see here. And Nick said, and Trey is a fae. Trey is a fae who does my crochet. So Ethan Shear is going to blend Predator style with her surroundings. There you go. Dad goes, Trey, you have a new talent. Find the people in this picture or have another creator do a book. And Nick said, machetes are love. And I said, that's right, Trey, don't bring the machete. Don't bring the machete. In the best Antonio Banderas, bring your guitar. Is that close
My
enough?
machetes are right over there.
Nick seems to forget that I'm always carrying a knife.
And Thesis can sing that, and now Kitty is swooning. Nick said, say his name, and he appears. We believe in Rocket Zaki. Yes, we do. I'm one of the reasons children's gardening tools are made of plastic. They were metal when I was a kid.
Oh my gosh.
They took the rake to my cousin's head. He still has the 3 scars where it impaled. Oof.
Oof.
Ouch.
Hey.
And Nick said, holy berries, Kitty, that is problematically cool. And, okay, what did you guys, is this what he was talking about, what you were talking about?
Yes.
What did you think it was saying?
I thought it said IED at first.
Boom!
Yeah,
Yeah.
like big boom
Oh.
on the side of the road. I was like, oh, that's not good. Minnesota. What? Oh, that's so
And-
pretty.
That is gorgeous.
And I read it as IUDs, and I'm going, wait a minute, that's not right.
My dyslexia is
in the great land of the white north.
Oh.
Kitty says it really is Nick, and Dad goes, I will say it, child labor. Nick's asking how Kitty is, and he's doing well, and Kitty's asking back, and Nick said, holding up, well, been a trying run for us. Carl said, very nice, Foxy. Holy cow, how did that happen?
You're caught up.
No.
What? Okay. What? That's possible?
We have probably not intentionally made it easier because we're so wrapped up in watching everybody work.
Without the micro machines place.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for not making me my
Yeah.
mistake. Oh, Kitty saying, "Huh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's been rough here with Ruby. Hugs to you, ladies, as well."
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are an hour and 47 in. So I think this would be a good time to go ahead and wrap her up for the night. I know Trey's got work in the morning. I've got the plumber coming over tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, Joe is taking on a leak again. You need to find that thumbnail.
right. Yeah, no, the leak already stopped again, but
Too bad. We already got it. We already got it.
Get it?
but we will be back. Probably not Monday night, because I plan on going to one of the town meetings. I'll be back this Wednesday with everybody else. Trey will be working her 11 to 7.
I'll be here in spirit.
And then the following
What are you doing?
Wednesday.
Wait a second. I gotta see here. Trey, what are you doing?
It's yarn vomit.
Oof.
Ouch. Did that just happen, or have you been?
I've been working on it on and off, but I caught up to it, so now I have to actually work on it.
But
Nicholas.
Yeah.
oh, I'm not. The plumber is.
But Joe's gonna be home and I'm gonna be gone, so
Mhm.
Yeah, that's not going to be a movie real soon.
Somebody hashtag that, write that down, so that we can use that on Friday night.
yeah, somebody's gonna say it Friday night.
But coming up, not. Let's see, it'd be June 11th. I will not be able to be here due to town meetings. So Dawn will be on her own without me or Trey.
You got this, Dawn.
I heard a
Got this.
whimper.
You got this. You're a strong, independent woman. You got backup. They got your back.
Here's the thing. Even if I can't quote unquote do it on my own, I will have my team of amazing friends and supporters that will make
Oh
it
my God.
make it work.
So with that,
What did you use tonight, Joey?
And hopefully next week I will be able to find the materials and parts I need to actually do something rather than just be in the peanut gallery passing smart remarks.
It's a fun place to be around here.
That was the T at the end of that. Sorry.
so what'd you try and ask me, Dawn?
Huh?
What'd you try to ask me?
I don't remember.
Okay. With that, folks, we will see you guys next week. Have a great.
It's a he, a Joey-o.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that turned out great, Foxy.
That is pretty.
Yes.
All the different colors in it.
Oh, I can see.
That will be the next week, Dad. I think.
Yeah, starting June 11th, I will have a lot more time on my hands. So, there might actually be, some actual programming being put out on Due to the Rings.
Yeah, Dad,
Well-
that's next week.
All right, guys. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a great night, and be sure to tune in to Stupid O'Clock if it's happening this Thursday night. I'm assuming it is. And Last Man Standing.
Which
never
will
mind the
definitely happen.
Yep. Never mind the furthermore on Friday morning. Historical Fencing Guild on Friday evening.
Sisters of the Hook Friday evening.
You got Sisters of the Hook on Friday evening. Saturday, you got Last Man Standing and Stupid O'Clock again. And yeah, so we'll see you guys later. Have a great
And
evening.
watch for random people.
Random puzzle times.
Yes.
Crocheting. We do.
So, and crochet times, yes.
We're everywhere.
So, have a great night, folks, and we'll see you later.